Hey, good evening, everyone. So I said that I would jump on here at 9. So I think it's a little after 9. So I hope everyone has really had a nice and peaceful Sunday. I know my Sunday has been great. Want to send out a quick reminder that Monetizing Your Passion will be held on Saturday, December 16th. So this Saturday, it will begin at 11 a.m. Really looking forward to it. Empowered Inc. is doing a great collaboration with Meek Innovations. All tickets can be purchased for $15 at IamEmpowered.life. So make sure you go ahead and buy your tickets. They will be $20 at the door. So go ahead and buy them for $15 ahead of time. Again, the event will be on Saturday, December 16th at 11 a.m. and tickets can be purchased for $15 at IamEmpowered.life. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Hey, Miss Tammy. Nice to see you all on here. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about something that I feel is very important, and that is called knowing where to seat people in your theater. And this is a concept that we really need to grasp and hold on to and remind ourselves of. And I definitely have to remind myself of this quite often. And it's actually a principle that one of my older sisters taught me, and I'm very, very grateful for it. As we move into a new year, there's definitely a shift occurring where we're stepping out, we're doing new things, we're getting rid of old things, and there are just different adjustments being made. So this concept of knowing where to sit people or seat people in your theater is very important. So you may be wondering, what am I talking about exactly? What is this theater? So the theater represents you. It represents your life. And knowing where to seat people in your theater refers to how accessible you are to certain people and the amount and the level of influence that they have on you. And this is important because during this time, during this season, you will not be able to listen to everyone. You will not be able to take advice from everyone. You will have to be very strategic as far as who you listen to, because truth be told, not everyone is for you. And that's not to throw shade. That's not being funny, but you always just have to be aware of who you're dealing with, who you're working with, and just different motives, which is something that God can reveal to you. But again, you have to know where to seat people at in your theater. So for example, for me, everyone does not have access to me. I do not listen to everyone's opinion that they have to give. Why is this important? Again, it's not being mean. And I love people, but in the season that you're in, you will not be able to listen to everything and everyone, because if you do, it will end up discouraging you. So you need to know exactly who you're dealing with. You need to know what mentors you need to have during this time, what friends you need to have during this time. Just the people around you, your associations and your connections are extremely important during this time. So some people, they get a front row seat because they've shown themselves to be faithful, to be consistent, to actually love you. They have your best interests at heart. These are people that you can trust, that you know, again, who are for you, that you can listen and receive wise counsel. They will encourage you. They will build you up. They may not understand the full vision, but they're not going to tear you down either. So those are what I call my front row people, or your VIP people. But then as you think about a theater, the more you continue to go back in a theater, the seats get further away from the stage. So you're on the stage. So again, the further you get back, it represents that everyone will not have that same level of access. They will not have that same amount of influence. They will not be able to speak into your ear about everything. And it takes wisdom to know where to put people. And again, it's not about being mean, but you do have to act with wisdom during this season, especially if you're stepping into something new. So again, we've been talking about this monetizing your passion. Again, on Saturday, December 16th, shameless plug. So if you're stepping out to try something new, even as far as coming to a workshop to encourage you, that's a good thing. That's a experience in a place where you can learn and grow and be supported and be encouraged. But guess what? You even have to be careful who you speak to about your new ideas the new place that you're going. Because even with a workshop like that, there could be people that will try to discourage you from even going to that because they haven't received the vision. You have. They haven't received the idea. You have. So with them, you need to seat them a little further back in your theater. Why? So they don't discourage you from what you know that you're supposed to be doing. And some people overall need to be in the balcony. Why? Because it's high up and it gives them the seat where they can see what's occurring in your life, but they don't have any access to you. They can't just walk up to you because they're in the balcony. So those are watching privileges only. They're not privy to secret information, main information, your vision, what it is that's going on. They can watch you and they can admire and all of that, but they're in the balcony. They do not have all the access. And some people need to be outside in the lobby waiting to gain access inside your theater when it is due time. So again, it really takes wisdom, but wisdom is key and wisdom is important because everyone does not deserve a front row seat to your life, to the information that you have, to the vision that God has given to you. They just don't. Everyone, again, is not for you. You have to watch your connections. You have to watch who are around you. It's so true. Yes, the lobby. Some people need to stay there until they can get it together because some people, truth of the matter, they're insecure. Some people may be jealous. And it's just because of where they are. So no shade on them, but it's up to you to recognize who is around you and knowing people where to sit at. So they're not influencing you. They're not in your ear, and they definitely cannot discourage you. It's so important for you to move forward in all that you're supposed to be doing in this season and get around people who can support you, get around the right connections, and seek people in your theater right. Where are these people at in your life? Get you a mentor, get you peers who can walk with you, who are on the same path, who are tracking with you, who can encourage you. And then you need to make sure that you're always giving back, that you're always pouring into something else, someone else. But again, where people are seated in your theater can build you up or they can tear you down. Because if you have a lobby or if you have a balcony person in your front row seat, guess what? It may be some sabotage that occurs because they are not for you. You need to back them up so they can see what all is happening in your life. And then you may be able to encourage them later on by your example, but you have to know that they don't deserve that front row access in that time. So it's a time to know and look at people's character. It's a time for you to know your character and constantly improve and seek people right in your life. A lot of times we hold on to people and things past their season. And what happens is that it just goes terribly wrong. It goes bad. Why? Because the season is up. Their season may be up as far as where they are sitting at in your theater. So they may need to move from a front row seat to further back in your theater or up in the balcony, the lobby if it's really messed up. But again, you have to be okay and confident in where people need to sit at in your theater. And again, it's okay. Don't have any malice in your heart as you're making different adjustments. But again, you need to know where to seat people at. So again, everyone does not get a front row seat in my life. And how this principle has helped me is that it keeps me from being hurt. It keeps me from walking in offense because, again, people will only be where they are. We have to watch the expectations that we put on others until they get to a certain place or get to a certain level. They will operate because they can only operate from where they are at. So you have to accept and love people where they are, and you have to seat them appropriately. So again, it's no shade, but I see where you are, and that's okay. We're all a work in progress, but we're not in the same place. Therefore, your seat is different. So you may be in the balcony for a season, and that's okay. Make any adjustments that are necessary for you to be your best self. Don't allow anyone to speak negative of your vision and what you're doing. Get around encouraging people who will support you. Come to Monetizing Your Passion. Tickets are available at IamEmpowered.life. Saturday, December 16th, this Saturday at 11, where you can get some great connections. You can be encouraged. You can be built up in an environment that is going to support what it is that you are trying to do, your passion. So again, know where to seat people at in your life, in your theater. It's key. It's important. Everyone will not get a front row seat. This is a lesson that I have had to learn over and over and over again. It's something that I have to remind myself over and over and over again. Respect the shift. There's some new things going on. There are some old things, some old habits and patterns that have to be dropped off, and be okay with that. But seat everyone properly so you can be in a place that you need to be, receiving the encouragement that you need. Speak life over yourself. Speak peace over yourself and all of that, and shine and be the example. And other people, they'll catch on. Maybe if they don't, that's okay. That's on them. But you continue to walk in passion and purpose. So this is Ashley Kennedy. I'm the Chief Empowerment Officer at Empowered Incorporated. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, know where and know how to seat people in your theater. Be empowered. Take care. And I hope to see you on Saturday. Bye.